People's reactions to your growth usually say more about them, their fears, their limitations, and their own unhealed stuff than about your potential. Sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's jealousy, sometimes it's just that your evolution reminds them of where they feel stuck, and that's uncomfortable. Your dreams can trigger other people's insecurities. Your boldness can highlight someone else's fear of taking risks. And your willingness to step into something new can make someone else question why they have stayed the same. Welcome to Soul Time, a show that explores the world of unlocking your unique potential. My name is Dr. Katja Markowka, and I'm a teacher at school, a former teacher at universities, and a stress and mental coach. And I'm your host. You know that moment when you feel that someone you love doesn't believe in what you are building. It's real, it's heavy, but what if I told you that their support or their doubt actually has nothing to do with your ability to succeed? You don't need everyone to get it. You just need the courage to keep going, the mindset to trust yourself, and the wisdom to find the people who see you. This episode is about growing stronger even when the cheers are missing, because your dream is worth it. And so are you. All right, so let's get real about why the people you expected to support you sometimes don't, and what it actually means for your personal journey. You know, it's a painful truth, but sometimes the people we love the most aren't the ones clapping the loudest when we go after our dreams. And if you have ever felt that sting, the silence, the doubts, the sideways comments, you are not alone. It's confusing, right? You think, shouldn't they believe in me? Shouldn't they be the first to say, go for it, or you have got this? And when they don't, it can feel like a punch to the gut. Like maybe you are wrong for wanting more. Like maybe you are not good enough after all. But here is something important to remember. People's reactions to your growth usually say more about them, their fears, their limitations, and their own unhealed stuff than about your potential. Sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's jealousy, sometimes it's just that your evolution reminds them of where they feel stuck, and that's uncomfortable. Your dreams can trigger other people's insecurities. Your boldness can highlight someone else's fear of taking risks. And your willingness to step into something new can make someone else question why they have stayed the same. It's not about you being too much. It's more about them not being ready or willing to expand in the same way. And listen, it's human to want support. We all crave encouragement, especially from the people closest to us. But if it's not there, it doesn't mean your dream is wrong. It doesn't mean you are wrong. It just means your journey might require a little more self-belief upfront. It might mean you have to be your own biggest cheerleader before anyone else catches the vision. And that's not a weakness, that's strength. You are not crazy for wanting more. You are not selfish for growing. And you are not disloyal for changing. You are allowed to honor the calling inside you, even if no one else understands it yet. Because the truth is, sometimes the people who doubt you at first are the ones who later come around and say, wow, I always knew you could do it. But even if they don't, you are building something bigger than their approval. You are building a life that feels true to you. When support is missing, it's so easy to start second guessing yourself, to wonder, maybe they are right. Maybe I'm not ready. Maybe my dreams are too much or too unrealistic. But here's the truth you have to hold on to. Your worth is not up for debate. Your value isn't depend on who claps for you. It's not determined by how many people get it. It doesn't shrink just because someone else can't see your vision yet. Your worth is already solid, already enough, already whole. The only thing that wobbles sometimes is your belief in it. And that's what outside voice can shake if you are not careful. So, how do you separate your self-worth from external validation? First, you recognize this. People's opinions are reflections of their own perspective, not absolute truth. Someone else's inability to see your greatness doesn't diminish the fact that it exists. And second, you practice catching yourself in the act of outsourcing your power. When you feel yourself struggling because of someone's reaction or lack of reaction, pause and ask yourself, what do I believe about me? What do I know to be true about my path? And third, you remember that outside validation is sweet, but it's not the foundation. It's dessert, not the meal. You don't build your life on sweets. You build it on deep inner knowing. When you anchor into your own truth, something powerful happens. You stop needing everyone else to understand your every move. You stop shrinking yourself to fit their comfort zones. You stop waiting for permission. You start living, moving, and creating from a place of enoughness because you are not here to prove, you are here to be. There are always people who don't support you, but this says more about their fears than your potential. And this one is a very big one. And it's something that's hard to accept at first, especially when you really want support from the people around you. But the reality is, when someone doesn't support your journey, it often has less to do with you and more to do with their own fears. It's easy to internalize their doubts and make them your own. You start to wonder if you are not good enough, if you are doing too much, or if maybe, just maybe, they are seeing something you are missing. And here's the thing. Their lack of support is not a reflection of your potential. It's a reflection of their own fears, of their insecurities or limitations. People can only give you what they have themselves. If someone has never stepped out of their comfort zone, if they are afraid of failure, or if they have built their own walls, they are not always equipped to understand someone else who is pushing boundaries. So when people don't support you, don't take it personally. It's not about you, it's about their own internal barriers. The most powerful thing you can do is keep going anyway. Trusting your vision, especially when others can't see it yet, is one of the hardest things to do. It takes a deep amount of self-belief, inner strength, and commitment to your own path. And in fact, when you are on a new journey or creating something that others don't quite understand yet, the voices of doubt can be incredibly loud. People will question you, tell you it won't work, or even try to discourage you because they are projecting their own fears onto you. But here's the key. Your vision was given to you for a reason. Not everyone is going to get it right away, and that's absolutely okay. It's your vision, not theirs. When you trust your vision, you are not waiting for external approval. You are not waiting for others to understand or see what you see. You are moving forward because you believe in the possibilities, even if others can't see them yet. And remember, every successful person has faced this challenge. Every visionary has had to push through the noise and stay true to their own journey. So trust your vision and give yourself the permission to move forward, even if you are the only one who sees the potential for now. What happens when there is no cheering squad? When no one is sending you the "I believe in you" texts? When you are in the arena and the only applause you are getting is from within? That's when inner resilience becomes your greatest asset. You see, resilience is the muscle that gets stronger when it's tested. And when the external encouragement is missing, that's when you get to build your internal strength. How do you build your resilience? First of all, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when the path gets tough. Understand that it's okay to have doubts. It's okay to feel fear, but it's not okay to let those emotions keep you stuck. Second, focus on the progress, not perfection. Celebrate every small win, every step forward, no matter how tiny. You are building momentum, even if it doesn't always look flashy. And then stay rooted in your purpose. When the world feels silent, reconnect to your why you started in the first place. Knowing our why and remembering the bigger picture is crucial. This will anchor you when external validation is missing. And building inner resilience means getting to a place where you can keep going, even if no one else is applauding. It's trusting that the journey is worth it, regardless of external recognition. And not all support is created equal. If your current circle is not providing the encouragement or belief that you need, it's time to reassess. The right kind of support isn't just about cheerleaders. It's about people who see you for who you are, challenge you to grow and understand the vision you are creating. But where do you find these people? How do you create a circle that genuinely lifts you up? Seek out like-minded individuals. These are the people who gets what you are trying to do. They are passionate about similar things, or they have walked similar paths. They will understand the hustle, the dreams, and the challenges. Look for quality over quantity. You don't need a large group of supporters. A small, tight circle is far more powerful than a wide network of passive supporters. Build connections based on trust and authenticity. Be real. When you show up authentically, you attract people who can meet you at that level. Vulnerability creates strong bonds. And don't be afraid to ask for support. Sometimes you need to ask for what you need. If you are craving, for example, encouragement, let your circle know. People can't support you if they don't know what you need. And remember, support isn't just about praise. It's about collaboration, understanding, and honesty. And the right kind of support will propel you forward, not just flatter your ego. You can't control who supports you, but you can control how you respond and who you choose to surround yourself with. When others don't support you, it's not a reflection of your worth. It's an invitation to redefine the type of support you need. Sometimes that means leaning into your own resilience, trusting your vision, and finding people who genuinely get you. You are allowed to create your own circle of people who see you, who lift you up and believe in you. And here is the final piece. When you stand in your power, with or without external validation, you become magnetic. The right people will be drawn to your energy. When you stand fully in your truth, you will attract the support you need, even if it's different from what you expected. So ask yourself today, who do I need to surround myself with? What support can I build from the inside out? And remember, you are worthy of the support you seek, and it exists in places you may not have thought to look yet. Don't wait for others to catch up. Stand strong in your own vision and build the circle that reflects your greatness. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to Soul Time. I'm very grateful because you have given me the greatest treasure of your life, your time. If you enjoyed this episode, click the subscribe button so that you get a notification every time a new episode is out.